Hey, welcome back. We are going to continue in Luke chapter 1 with verses 50 through 52 of Mary's song. So yesterday we kind of gave a little bit of context where Mary had been blessed and had received the news that she was going to bear the Messiah. She goes to Elizabeth, and Elizabeth confirms that yes, this is what's going to happen because the baby that I'm carrying is supposed to lead the way for him. And it's just this great reunion and great confirmation of what the Lord has done. And Mary, at the beginning of her song, just points everything back to the Lord and how he had blessed her. And then we pick up here in verse 50. His mercy extends to those who fear him from generation to generation. He has performed mighty deeds with his arm. He has scattered those who are proud in their inmost thoughts. He has brought down rulers from their thrones, but has lifted up the humble. So if you recall from yesterday, she talks about in verse 48 how God was mindful of her in her humble state, that he looked down and saw her of all people. And here she talks about how God humbles the rulers, like he takes them down off of their throne and he humbles them and he lifts up the ones that are humble. My guess is, just from reading and getting to know scripture a little bit better, is she probably looked around and thought, there are so many other people that are qualified for this, and here I am, just some little nobody from Nazareth. Like, who am I that God would pick me? And she refers back to that and just kind of praises God that, like, thank you for loving someone so common. Like, she was just a common person. If we back up just a little bit, in verse 50, she says, his mercy extends to those who fear him from generation to generation. She is just kind of going back and remembering all the things of it had been her people's past, how God had passed on information and just his mighty works from generation to generation. And here she is experiencing one firsthand. Now remember, in this time, people hadn't seen God moving in big miracles for a while. And here he is giving her this amazing, amazing gift. Then she talks about how he has performed mighty deeds with his arms. He has scattered those who are proud in their inmost thoughts. I think it's so cool that Mary, the mother of Jesus, makes it a point to say that, like, the Lord, he sees those inmost thoughts. It's not just what people say or do. It is what is truly in their heart of hearts, what is in their soul, what they believe, and how they trust God. And it just kind of, I don't know, it makes me love her just a little bit more, knowing that she had to have had a good heart that loved God, because here she is, like, he knows her inmost thoughts. Like, he knows exactly what I'm thinking, how possibly, like, there could have been somebody better than me to do this, but here he is seeing my true heart and knowing what her true passion was to serve the Lord. And I hope that gives you encouragement that the Lord sees you in your humble state, in your what might feel commonness. Like, he is there with you and he sees you and he will lift up your humble state. He loves you so much.